Welcome, beloveds. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. Let me put this volume up over here. Happy Sunday. We've made it to the 31st of January. We're here again. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I'm going to let a couple of my beautiful soul family to roll in on this Sunday. Blessings to each and every one of you. Great and grand, blessed Sunday. Blessings to all of you. Hi there, Gigi. Thank you, Luna Yena. Blessings to you. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. Roll right in, beloveds. Hi there, Zen. Hi, Rita. Blessings to you. Liz Mar, blessings to you. Maru, blessings to you. Musique Bailey, blessings. Thank you, Mystic Werewolf. Thank you, my friend. Feliz domingo para usted también. Muchas bendiciones para todos ustedes. Muchas bendiciones para todos ustedes en este día. Blessings. Awesomeness. So here we are on this particular Sunday. Wow. I was praying this morning for today's message. I got the inspiration yesterday, but I was praying about it this morning. And I hope that I am able to connect in a way that delivers what I was feeling today during my meditation and during my prayer. Today's message on this last Sunday and last day of January of 2021 is from discouraged to encouraged. From being discouraged to being encouraged. Discouragement, I need you to first understand that it's a spirit. Okay? I need you to understand that the energy of discouragement, it's spiritual. And that the only way to really overcome feelings of discouragement is through one's spirituality, through one's inner spirit, through one's inner energy. Going from discouragement into being encouraged. Discouragement is a spirit. There is a spirit of discouragement that seems to attack every single person. You know why I say every single person? Because there's not a human being alive that at some point in their life has not encountered, has not had to face some sort of discouraging feeling. There's no way that if you are a human being, that you've never in your whole entire life have never experienced some kind of discouragement. Discouragement is a feeling. It's not something that's tangible. It's not something that's physical. It's not something that you can, touch and move from one place to another. It is spiritual. And because discouragement is an energy that tends to overwhelm our inner spirit, it can only be challenged and overcome spiritually. If you are if you're Christian, then you fight this spirit of discouragement through prayer that feels home to you. If you are a Buddhist, you need to chant this spirit of discouragement out of your mind and out of your body. If you're a practitioner of other walks of faith, then you need to overcome that spirit of discouragement. Okay? You need to overcome that spirit of discouragement through that practice that you have, that you maintain, that practice that you belong to. What you cannot do with discouragement is just take it. What you cannot do with discouragement, it's just allow it to root inside of you. What you cannot do with the spirit of discouragement, it's allow it to overwhelm your life. You see, discouragement is something that it creeps up on you. It shows up on you. It creeps up on you when you least expect it. Discouragement, it sneaks in slowly into your life. When you notice it, when you get around to noticing that you feel discouraged, you already feel depressed. When you get around to noticing that you feel discouraged, you're already suicidal. When you get around to notice that you are discouraged, you're ready to quit on life. When you get around to noticing that you are discouraged, you lack hope. When you get around to noticing that you are discouraged, you just don't have any more fight in you. You convince yourself that there's no more fight inside of you. When you notice that you are already discouraged, and you see and feel that you are discouraged, you don't want to go to work anymore. You don't feel that life is going to offer you something better. You don't believe that there will be better opportunities. You don't believe that you will be able to get out of the cycle, the debilitating cycle, the depressive cycle that you're in. When you notice that you are discouraged, it's when you already know that you are addicted. There's an addiction that you battle with, but you're so discouraged that you cannot overcome the addiction. When you notice that you are discouraged, you wear a smile while feeling empty inside. When you notice that you are discouraged, nothing really makes you feel motivated. Nothing really makes you feel that you are important. When you notice that you are discouraged, you go home feeling empty. You wake up feeling empty. You go to work feeling empty. You socialize and interact with coworkers and everyone around you while still feeling empty. The spirit of discouragement makes it possible for you to feel that you are completely alone and that no one understands you and that no one really knows how to hold space for you, how to help you. Quite the contrary, discouragement puts you in a place where people don't show up for you the way you would have hoped. People don't show up for you the way you wish. People don't show up for you the way you have shown up for others in the past. The problem is, if you pay attention to discouragement, it will disarm your faith. If you shift your focus and pay attention to discouragement, it will strip you of your faith. It will strip you of hope. It will strip you of anything that can empower you to overcome the challenge that you have present in your life. I wonder When Spirit gave me this message, I wonder how many of my soul family, I wonder how many of my beloved followers, I wonder how many of you are living a life that has been consumed by a spirit of discouragement. One in which you wake up each and every day feeling the same, and you go to bed each and every day feeling the same, and you feel so out of yourself, lacking energy, lacking strength, lacking motivation, lacking joy. I wonder how many of you that currently feel discouraged, you gave your power away to such an extent that you didn't leave anything for you. You didn't leave anything for you because you kept giving it away. You kept, helping others. You kept doing more things for others than you do for yourself. You kept encouraging other people while you were becoming discouraged. Is there anyone that knows what it feels like to always be that engine, that motor of inspiration, of solution, of help for everyone else, yet you lack that same vibration, you lack that same energy, you lack that same inspiration, you lack that same guidance, you lack that same strength that you give to others. People come knocking on your door. People come knocking on your door, asking for this, for that, because maybe, you're great at the job that you do, and they know that you can give them the answer, and you willingly, because you also like to help people, or because you're so empathic that you don't like others suffering, so therefore you sacrifice yourself. I want you to listen to the key words here the Spirit is giving to me. You sacrifice yourself to benefit someone else while you stay empty, feeling unfulfilled, while you stay in distress, while you stay just feeling low vibrationally. What is it about discouragement that I believe Spirit wants us to learn about today or be reminded of? As I said at the beginning of the live, discouragement is a spirit, it's an energy, it's a vibration that you need not turn your focus to, because that's when it starts to root in you. But the problem that allows discouragement to take hold of yourself is that you don't have your walls of protection. You don't have your walls of protection around you. And you have given others too much access to you, too much access to your energy, too much access to your intelligence, to your ability, to your, to your life. When you have people that have too much access into your life and you don't have walls of protections around you, you put yourself at risk of being discouraged, of being unarmed. You put yourself at risk of giving your own energy and your own resource, your own spiritual and energetic resource away. And that is a dangerous call. It's a very dangerous call for you to leave yourself so exposed, The spirit of discouragement has the ability to hide in your life. It has the ability to hide in your life, and sometimes it hides in a way that is undetectable. Discouragement, it will hide in your smile. You smile at everyone every day. You're the one that maybe everyone at work claims that you are always so happy and so giving and so helpful and always stay late and always come in the earliest, but they just don't know internally how discouraged you feel. Discouragement shows up when you are fired from a job that you gave so much to. Discouragement shows up when you have done everything you can or know how to do to keep a business running, and it just seems to have failed. Discouragement shows up when you've been married for 10 years and all of a sudden this partner of yours, whom claimed and swore and promised that they were going to be with you for the rest of your life, decides that they're bailing out. Discouragement shows up when you get that bad medical report, that not so good medical report from your doctor. Discouragement shows up when your son or your daughter seems to be taking a route that you know at the end of the day will be harmful for them, and they just seem not to understand, not to get it. And you feel discouraged because you want to know, what can you do as a mother? What can you do as a father to really bring them to a level of understanding that they're going down the wrong lane? Discouragement comes in. Discouragement comes in when you find out that your best friend, the one you thought was your best friend, is actually your worst enemy, and you feel discouraged. Discouragement comes in when you keep applying to job after job after job after job, and you get no answers. Discouragement comes in when everything else seems to be failing you, and you feel that there's just no way out. There's just no way out. Discouragement comes in when you feel that there's no way out. And discouragement becomes a partner. It becomes a partner. It becomes a full-time 24/7 partner that goes with you everywhere and goes to bed with you and wakes up with you. It's a spirit. Discouragement is a spirit. It's an energy that you have the power, that we have the power to strip ourselves free from. But in order to set ourselves free from being discouraged, we have to have the courage to face the issue that's trying to battle us down. Did you hear that? We have to have the courage to face the issue that's breaking us down. So one aspect about the spirit of discouragement, one aspect about overcoming discouragement, is about facing it, facing the reality of that which has discouraged you. You gotta face the reality. Sometimes ignoring the reality puts us, delivers us to a lower space of discouragement, lacking energy, lacking hope, lacking faith, not believing in yourself, not seeing that life can and will get better. There's always this saying that many people say when you're going through something. Life coaches, spiritual advisors, preachers, everyone reminds us that this too shall pass. The problem is that it doesn't feel true in our heart. It doesn't feel that this situation that I'm going through is going to change. It doesn't feel like I'm going to get over this heartbreak. It doesn't feel like I'm going to get over this betrayal. It doesn't feel that I'm going to be able to release and heal this trauma in our body, in our mind, in our heart. It doesn't feel that it's true. But that's because you have to ask yourself, where is my attention shifted towards? Where do I have my attention shifted to? Is my attention focused on the issue, on the betrayal, on the abandonment, on the abuse, on the trauma, on the job loss, on the lack of money? Where is my attention focused to? Because I'll tell you something. The spirit of discouragement lives in the place where you are attacked. Meaning, the spirit of discouragement lives in the problem. The spirit of discouragement lives in the problem. Discouragement is not in the solution. So when your focus is just on the problem, when your focus is just on the issue, when your focus is just on the lack of money, when your focus is just on the fact that you feel alone because you don't have a relationship, when your focus is just on the fact that this person that you loved so much betrayed you, when your focus is just on the part that, you have certain medical situations, health issues in your body that are wearing you down, when your focus is just on the fact that you have to find a new job and you've applied to 10 different places and nobody calls you back, when your focus is just on the problem, the spirit of discouragement will keep you imprisoned in that problem, in that situation, in that issue, side-blinding you, not allowing you to see the possible solutions, number one. Number two, not allowing you to even be able to find your strength to be able to focus on the solution. Because when you feel discouraged, I don't know about you, but when you feel discouraged, you don't want to communicate. You don't want to talk to anybody. Sometimes you get to a point where you don't even want people to talk to you. Sometimes you feel that, you just want to be left alone. Sometimes you feel isolated, or you place yourself in some form of isolation. When you feel discouraged, you don't have energy. You don't have, the energy to that drive to try to push yourself, because discouragement takes all your power away. It weakens you, and it starts to weaken you mentally. That's where it first attacks. The spirit of discouragement first attacks you in your mind. It starts to make you see things in ways that are not conducive of growth and healing and change and prosperity and feeling positive. It doesn't do that. And trust me when I say that there are a lot of lower level energies. Lots of lower level energies in our world whose main focus and main job is to keep us discouraged, and us paying attention to the problem, to the issue, to the breakdown, to the heartbreak, keeps us in a stage, in a level, in a space of discouragement. We need to be able to find the way out of that prison of discouragement, so that little by little, slowly but surely, we're able to start seeing that what I sometimes feel is a death sentence is just an experience that will only last for the amount of time, whether it's weeks, months, or years, the amount of time that I keep myself focused on the issue. Why is this important to understand? This is important to understand because the spirit of discouragement, when it shows up and you notice that it's there, like Spirit said earlier, you're already either depressed, you already have anxiety issues, you already feel that your health issue are just not going to get any better. You feel that your mental challenges, are just going to go from bad to worse. You feel that you're not going to get over the heartbreak. You feel suicidal. You lack the strength to fight addictions. You lack that energy that pushes you to start over again. You just don't believe that life is going to get any better. That is the spirit of discouragement. Its job is to make you feel, make you believe that things will not get better for you. I wonder, isn't that what our enemy wants us to believe? Because let me tell you the other part to this. The spirit of discouragement will then start to put people in your life, send people into your life that continues to push you down a dark hole. It will continue to push you down a dark hole. People that try to control you, manipulate you, not give you an opportunity, abuse you at work and underpay you, just enemies that just starts to show up to keep you discouraged. The people or certain individuals in your life that keep repeating into your mind, that keep speaking ill into you. You're never gonna be anything. You're so crazy for doing that. Who do you think you are? You'll never be anything. I know where you come from. All this toxic, negative language that shows up and stays present in our life are pushed into our life by the spirit of discouragement. And our attention to those people, our attention to all those individuals who are messengers from the spirit of discouragement will keep you stuck and will make things worse. That's why you see certain individuals that, for example, they want to get better, and then yet they're always in a fight. They're always fighting. They're always fighting. It's always an argument. It's always some kind of drama going on in their life because that drama keeps them stuck. That's what drama does. It keeps you stuck. And then it's with this person, and then it's with that person, or it's with the same person over and over and over and over and over and over again until the day comes. Until hopefully the day comes. Until the day comes that hopefully you say, wait a minute, why do I keep arguing with the same person? Why do I keep making excuses for the same person? Why do I allow the same kinds of people in my life? Why do I keep overdoing and outdoing myself with people or places that I know deep down inside don't appreciate what I do? Why do I keep allowing myself to stay stuck? That's the spirit of discouragement. What does the spirit of discouragement do to you? It makes you feel that things won't get any better and that what you have is as good as it's gonna get. So somewhere in the back of your mind, subconsciously, you stay in a place that you know is not good for you because you don't feel that you can ever be at a better place. You don't feel that you can ever be at a place where you can be free from that lower level energetic vibration. You don't feel it. You don't feel it. You just don't feel it. You don't feel it. And when you don't feel, you don't believe. Did you hear me? You don't feel it. And because what you don't feel, you don't believe, it's hard for you to get out. If you keep speaking into yourself and you keep saying to yourself, I'm nobody, I'm a piece of shit, things are not going to get any better, my life sucks, you're focusing on the problem, you're focusing on the issue. Your self-esteem and your self-worth and value is so low that you cannot even find the light inside of you. And the spirit of discouragement feeds off of that. It feeds over the fact that you don't believe that you deserve better. You don't believe that things will get better. You don't see a different kind of life for you. You just don't see it. So depression gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Anxiety gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And drama keeps growing and growing and growing in your life. Today, on this particular Sunday, I'd like for us to be able to, if you are dealing with some level of discouragement, if you feel discouraged about yourself, about life, if you feel discouraged about the business you want to have, if you feel discouraged about, the love life that you want to have, if you feel discouraged about the romantic love life that you want to manifest, if you feel discouraged and you don't believe that things can get better for you, I want us to pray about it today in this moment. Today in this moment, on this sacred Sunday, on this last Sunday of January 2021, the first month of 2021, it's ending today. And I don't want you to start February in the same manner in which you're ending January, because it can become a cycle. And when you least expected, you would have lived already 2021 in the same way you lived 2020. And this is not the vision that you should have for yourself. This is not the vision that you should have for yourself. Discouragement whispers in your ear when your body doesn't feel good, when you feel achy, when you have certain pains in your body that just doesn't go away, and no matter how many medications and pills you take, it doesn't get any better. Discouragement whispers in your ear when you go from one doctor to the other doctor to the other doctor, and everybody tells you the same thing or something similar, or everyone tells you something different, but there's still no solution. Discouragement speaks into your ear when you have been abandoned and you feel that your life will never get any better because you will never find anybody that can love you or make you feel, in your mind you think, like that person made you feel, when in reality that person was only giving you crumbs. Crumbs. The spirit of discouragement has you believing that you want somebody back that was only giving you crumbs, bits and pieces, and never a whole pie. The spirit of discouragement will have you believing that you still need to be there, subjecting yourself to someone that only abuses you. Why? Because perhaps that is the only level of love that you've known, when in reality it wasn't even love at all. Because that's the only thing close to a connection that you've had, when in reality it's not a healthy connection. Because the spirit of discouragement makes you believe that this job is the only thing you can have in this life. You better hold on to that job. It speaks to you in your ear, and it tells you you better hold on to that job because you know you ain't going to find anything better. The spirit of discouragement becomes the negative voice in your head. That's what I want you to get. The spirit of discouragement becomes the negative voice in your head that wears you down, breaks you down, disempowers you, strips you of your individuality, and allows you to be subjected and tied down to people and places that don't help you be free. The spirit of discouragement, it becomes your 24/7 companion after being told you have cancer. And you think that it'll be just from that negative, bad news into your grave. Who says that because you got that bad report that you're only going from there to your deathbed? Who says that because you've maybe been suffering for many years from fibromyalgia, and your body just hurts and 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 hurts, that you cannot combat against that physical pain your body feels? Who says that because you lost your house, you will never buy another one? Who says that because you got evicted, you will never get approved for a new place? Who says that because you have bankruptcies that you cannot get new credit? Who says that because the person that you were in love with, left you, abandoned you, betrayed you, you cannot love again and be loved in a healthy way. Who says that because you were abandoned by your parents, by your biological parents, that you cannot be loved 10 times more by others that are so full of love to give? Who says that because you lost your husband to a disease or to a car accident or to some tragic situation, who says that because you lost your husband, you can't be happy again and you cannot honor the love that you and him once had by loving yourself? Come on now. What kind of voice in your mind discourages you to such a degree, to such a level, that you feel that what's ahead will always be just as bad or worse than what was before? No. See, this is the moment. This is the moment that you need to fight that voice in your mind that keeps discouraging you. You wake up discouraged. You go to bed feeling discouraged. Because discouragement is always there. It's always there. The problem. Let's look at the problem. The problem is not that the spirit of discouragement shows up to stay. Because that's what it does. It shows up to stay. The spirit of discouragement shows up in your life to stay. That's not the problem. The problem and the issue is how it makes you feel. Discouragement shows up, but it's how you feel that what becomes a problem. What it starts to do to you in your mind, that's the problem. How it makes you look at life is the problem. How it makes you perceive yourself, it's what's the problem with the spirit of discouragement. Because it shows up. And when it shows up to stay. And then if you are not focused, if you're not intentional about your growth, about your healing, about your well-being, about your self-love, it'll start to change your mind as to how you see yourself. It'll start to change your mind as to how you feel about life. It will start to change your mind as to how you feel about people. It will start to change your mind. And then the worst part is what it makes you do. So the first thing discouragement does is shows up. When it shows up, it wants to show up to stay. When it shows up, then number two, it starts to, work in your mind and in your feelings to change how you feel about yourself, how you perceive life, how you feel about everything and anything. And then number three, the bigger problem is how it starts to make you act. How it starts to make you react. You see, let me tell you something. When people smile at you, when you see people being so happy all the time, sometimes, beloved, sometimes it could be a facade. Sometimes it could be a facade. Just because you see somebody laughing all the time and happy all the time and ha ha ha, and it's the life of the party, they could be the life of the party and be the dead zone of their own life. Some of these people that are the life of the party, they are the death of their own life. So, you can never underestimate. You can never assume that because someone looks so happy and cheerful and always so involved, that is probably the only little escape from the reality that they live in their darkness. That moment that they spike that party up and they make that party and they make everybody laugh, and then maybe you are the jokester and everybody's laughing, wah, 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 like the clown. Remember the clown with the happy face and the sad face? Maybe you are the clown of your life. You make everybody else laugh and smile. Maybe you entertain everyone else, but there's sadness in your heart. There's a spirit of discouragement that has stolen happiness and joy out of your life. But today we're going to call it out. I want us 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 to call it out. Solutions. Spirit says to stop judging your life by where you are currently at. Let me repeat that. Stop judging your life. Stop evaluating your life. Stop measuring your life by where you are currently at right now. Stop judging yourself, your life, your financial circumstance, your health issues, your setbacks, your breakdowns. Stop judging your life by where you are currently at. Because at the moment that we allow ourselves to judge our life, our circumstance, our image, our feelings, our living conditions, our physical state, when we start to judge our life based on what's happening right now, you have cursed yourself and you have sentenced yourself to live permanently with the spirit of discouragement. I hope that made sense to you. Did you feel that? At the moment that you and I start to judge ourselves and we start to judge our life by where we are at and where we've been, we will never get to where we need to be. We will never arrive to our true destination. We will never embrace our true divine destiny. We will never grow with our highest vibration. We won't. We won't. We will not. We will not. So that's solution number one. Try your best. Try your best each and every single day. Regardless of what challenges you are facing right now. Try your best every single day to not judge your life by where you're at or where you've been. Because if you're going to measure your life, that measurement, if you're going to measure your life by the breakdown, by the abandonment, by the betrayal, by the feelings of breakdown, you don't leave enough room for growth. You don't leave enough room for hope. You don't leave enough room for faith. You don't leave enough room for transformation to take place. So that's the first thing you have to stop doing. Stop judging yourself. Stop judging your life based on what you're going through right now. Stop judging your life based on the fact that each and every day you wake up with a certain pain. You wake up with the pain in your leg, you wake up with the pain in the back, or you wake up with that, catheter on, and you wake up with that machine, oxygen machine, or you wake up with that monitor, or you wake up needing to, inject that insulin. Stop judging your life based on what you are going through right now. Because it will never push you towards the solution. It will never help you or inspire you to look at your own life differently. It will never do that. What it will do though, this is what I need you to understand so you can see the difference. What it will do, if you focus on the negative aspect of your life, if you focus and if you measure your life, if you evaluate your life, if you judge your life based on where you're at now or where you were, what it does, what the spirit of discouragement does, is to make sure that you start to make decisions and you start to, make excuses for why you at where you're at. He abandoned me because I ain't any good. He left me because I'm not pretty enough. He left me because I'm not sexy enough, because my boobs weren't looking pretty enough, because he found another woman that looks better than me. He left me because, I wasn't satisfying him enough. He left me because I'm not intelligent enough. He left me because my hair is too short. He left me because, I have pimples. He left me because I break out. He left me because I snore. He left me because this. She left me because I don't have a six-pack. She left me because I don't have enough money. She left me because, she found someone that is sexier. She left me because he or she left you because she or he never valued you. That's why. He or she never truly understood your value. Never saw your light. Never saw your light. That's the dangers. I'm not going to go there, but that's the dangers of when light decides to fall for darkness. That's the dangers between when light, someone that has light and knows they have light, falls for somebody that is in darkness. It'll steal your light away. That's another life. Anyway, gotta be cautious, because the spirit of discouragement will impede, will stand in the middle of the road, denying you access to life. Denying your access to life. You know how I define life? Do I want to say it? I should probably mean this already. I've always said it to myself when I pray and when I do my meditations, but I've never really posted it or shared it. So if you are going to share it before I do, at least, be respectful enough to tag me on it. One of my personal acronyms for life is living in full excellence. Living in full excellence. I wake up every day praying and surrendering to the energy of the Creator so that I, to the best of my human abilities, can live in full excellence. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. I want you to live in full excellence. Now, don't let your critical brain confuse that message. Excellence doesn't always mean perfection, because there is no such thing as perfection per se. But I wake up every day doing the best I know how to do within my own human capacity to live in excellence. In excellence with my vibration, in excellence with my inner spirit, in excellence with my soul, in excellence with my ancestors, in excellence with my spirit guides, in excellence with my divine creator, in excellence with everything that I say, with everything that I do, with everything that I touch, with everything that I think, with everything that I feel. I need to do my best to live in excellence. I want you to do your best to live in excellence, because that's what Spirit wants you to do. That's what your God wants you to do. That's what your ancestors want you to do. Wants you to live in excellence. That's my definition. That's my acronym for life. Living in excellence. what's it going to take in order for you to strip free from your spirit of discouragement so that you can start to take baby steps into starting to live in excellence? What are you going to do? What's it going to take? What's it going to take? What's it going to take? What's it going to take for you to stop being tricked by the messengers that are sent by that spirit of discouragement that is only trying to strip you away and blind you from the excellence that you can still live? Yes, you have body aches. Yes, you have illnesses. Yes, you have physical situations, but you can still live in excellence. Yes, you have limited resources for now, but it doesn't mean that you cannot live in excellence. Yes, you had a downfall and you had to change jobs and you had to change cities and you had to, make certain arrangements that feel very limiting right now, but it's not a death sentence unless you allow that voice of that spirit of discouragement to convince you that is a life sentence. What are you going to do? Because depending on what your particular personal situation might be, your weapon against that spirit of discouragement might simply be you needing to cut cords with certain people that you choose to keep in your life because you want to be there for them even though they're not there for you, because you still want to have this false expectation that they can change when in reality they show you everything to the contrary. You hear me? So I want to read this prayer. I know all this, believe it or not, I know all these prayers by heart in Spanish because it's the one that I've been doing since I was a small kid. But I'm going to read to you the English translation of this particular prayer. And this prayer is entitled Prayer for the Afflictions of Life. Prayers for the afflictions of life. And what I want you to do, if you may, I want you to, if you know you need this prayer, if you know your life needs this prayer, if you know you feel that you're under attack, if you know that you have been trying what you think is your best to change current situations that you have not been able to, but I want you to close your eyes. I want you to relax your body. I want you to open your hands and your arms and uncross your legs so you don't block the entry. See, the spirit of discouragement even makes us change our body language. Some of us, are always like this, or with our legs crossed, some kind of block. Because the spirit of discouragement doesn't want you to have access, doesn't want there to be an entry into your mind, into your heart, into your body for healing, for growth. So I want you to just open up. I want you to open your arms. I want you to open your palms. I want you to open your legs. I want you to open your heart, open your mind, relax your body. Close your eyes if you can. If you are not used to closing your eyes, focus on a particular corner and just focus at the vision that you want to have and need to have and deserve to have in your life. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's inhale. And exhale. Before I start this prayer, I know how anal retentive some of you are. By all means, if you don't vibe with the word, term, God, place the word that makes sense to you, beloved. That's why some of you don't grow. That's why some of you, your life doesn't change, because you're so critical about everything. Terminology is terminology. How we say it in your mind and your heart is what makes the difference. So if the word God doesn't work for you, then use Jesus. If the word Jesus doesn't work for you, then use Allah. If the word Allah doesn't work for you, then use Buddha. If the Buddha doesn't work for you, then use, Ganesh, or, Loa, or use Nsambi, or Lofing, or Lodum, or Lodumare, Dios, whatever feels comfortable to your inner spirit. But I'm not going to miss out on a blessing because the terminology used is not the one I like to use. Use the one you like to use then. But still get your blessing. Prayer for the afflictions of life. Almighty God, witness to my misery. Listen favorably to the prayer that I direct to you at this moment. If my request is not worthy of consideration, forgive me. But if it is useful and just in your eyes, permit your enlightened messengers to come to my aid so that your will shall be done. Whatever happens, Heavenly Father, let it be your will. If my cries are not heard, then I know that you are just testing me, and I will submit to that test without a murmur. Do not allow me to submit to the temptation to doubt or discouragement. Do not allow me to submit to the temptation to doubt your wisdom. Let neither my faith nor my resignation falter. At this moment, state your request. What are you asking your divine creator? What are you asking Mother Goddess? What are you asking the universe? What are you asking the Holy Spirit? What are you asking Olofin? What are you asking Olodumare? What are you asking of Source to set you free from? What are you asking Source to help you see? What are you asking Source to help you overcome? What are you asking Source to guide you out of that health crisis, out of your body aches, out of your, digestive continuous issues, out of your mental challenges? What are you asking the Holy Spirit, the divine creator? What are you asking the rock? What are you asking that source of life? What are you asking the universe? What are you asking the Alpha and Omega to set you free from? To help you see on the other side of the bridge? To help you break through which door that keeps being locked for you? To help you overcome the current financial crisis that you're going through? To help you find love in your body? To help you embrace love in your spirit, to help you see love in your life, to help you be about love in your life, to help you experience what love is. What is it that in this moment you are asking the Holy Spirit to help you in? To help you in. So that we can release this spirit of discouragement, and we can start to now walk little by little, embracing being encouraged. You know what it is to be encouraged? To be encouraged means that I see my light, I see my value, I see my self-love, I see my self-worth, I see that I was born to be something that my history has not proven yet. To be encouraged means that I have to have the courage to overcome the enemy. To be encouraged means that I have to have the tenacity, the intentionality to do it differently than I've done it up until this point. To be encouraged means that I will not allow people that are in lower places and spaces to feed me. To be encouraged means that I will not judge my life based on what I've been through and what I used to do and what I was in. To be encouraged means that I know that deep down inside, in my soul, in the bedrock of my spirit, there's still life. There's still life. If I woke up today, there is still life. If I open my eyes today, even with my body aches and my pains and my aches and my migraines and my spinal issues and my diagnosis, if I woke up today and I open my eyes, it's because I can still live life, being life, meaning living in full excellence. Living in full excellence. No one can stop me from living in full excellence. No gossip that I've been paying attention to. Remember what Spirit shared with you on this spiritual Sunday. The spirit of discouragement shows up to stay. Then it starts to change our mind, our feelings, as to how we see and feel about life, about ourselves, about around. Then it starts to assist us in making excuses as to why our life seems to be so screwed up. I woke up today knowing that I don't have to pay attention to the gossip regardless of how it infuriates me, regardless of how mad it makes me, regardless of how it hurts my feelings that the person that I was so invested to speaks so ill about me, regardless of how hurt I can feel about the person that you helped, that you gave a home to, that you allowed sleep in your house when they got evicted, that you went to the hospital to see when they were sick, that you gave money to when they needed to, that you gave them a plate of food when they didn't have any, that you supported them when everyone else failed them, and now is talking bad about you. Don't pay attention to that gossip, because that is the spirit of discouragement trying to stand in the way of your blessing, trying to stand in the way of you being able to live in your excellence. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? If you heard me, now I want you to feel me. I want you to feel this word in your spirit. I want you to feel this word in your mind. I want you to feel this word in your heart. Because if you let this word into your inner spirit, into your mind, into your heart, this word alone will start to be the weapons of defense that you will start to beat down that spirit of discouragement out of your life. We need to evict the spirit of discouragement that makes you feel ugly when you stand in front of your mirror. We need to evict the spirit of discouragement that takes your power away. You need to evict the spirit of discouragement that doesn't allow you to enjoy a new healthy relationship, because the trauma that you went through in your last relationship is standing in the way. And the spirit of discouragement, all it does is remind you. It reminds you. The spirit of discouragement is there to remind you that even though you are in love with this new person, even though this new person is treating you good, even though this new person is showing up for you in the best way he or she can, you are not to trust him or trust her, because he or she is going to do to you the same thing that your ex did to you. That's the spirit of discouragement speaking into you. We need to evict that spirit of discouragement that says that you're not going to open that business. You need to evict that spirit of discouragement that says that that new online business that you just started, it ain't going to work. It's not going to be prosperous. It's not going to grow. It's not going to be abundant. We need to evict that spirit of discouragement. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Let me tell you something, beloveds. If I was to allow the spirit of discouragement to get a hold of me, I wouldn't even be right now here with you on this live. I would not even be here with you in this moment on this live. I would have allowed the spirit of discouragement to take a hold of my mind, of me, of my life. You know why? Because the spirit of discouragement will always remind you that there are people in your life that no matter how authentic you want to show up as, they will always be there to criticize you, to judge you, to put you down. Because they don't understand your calling. They don't understand your gift. They don't understand your blessing. They don't understand your light. They don't understand. They just don't understand. And guess what? Maybe what you need to learn is that it's not meant for you to understand. And it's not meant for you to try to convince them or make them understand. You understand about you. You need to understand your own calling. You need to understand your own gift. You need to understand your own blessing. You need to understand what your inner spirit is feeding into your soul. You need to understand. You need to understand. Maybe if you allow yourself to understand, you will stop crying yourself to bed. You will stop getting so mad and so frustrated with yourself. You will stop crying when you are in the shower. You know, is there anybody here that cries in the shower? Raise your hand. Can you confess if you are a shower crier? If you cry in the shower when nobody sees you because that's your place to feel you. That's your place that you allow yourself to be you because you act so strong and so tough to the world and so tough to the world, and you're always a problem solver, and you're like, I cannot let people see me break down. I cannot let my family members see me break down. They think I'm the strongest thing. They think I'm the toughest thing. They think that nothing phases me. They think that nothing harms me. They think that nothing hurts me. They think that nothing this to me, that nothing that to me. If they only knew. If they only knew. If they only knew. If they only knew. Oh my God, if they only knew that even though you have all the answers for them, you curl up in the shower with tears. Tears showering your body. Tears showering your body. If they only knew. I'm not gonna get into it right now, but let me tell you something. I'm gonna leave you with this. For some of us, we might think that we allow ourselves to cry in the shower because we don't want the world to know that side of us. We don't want the world to see that side of us. We don't want our loved ones and our significant other and our family and everybody that depends on us to see that side of us. But what if I was to tell you that it's no coincidence that sometimes we find comfort in crying in the shower as the water's running down on us and the tears is running down our face. There is no coincidence that we cry in the shower. I wish I can really get deep into this. I wish I can really jump deeper into this. Woo. I'm gonna do a live about that. There's no coincidence that we cry in the shower. See, when water hits us, even if it's not a spiritual bath, even if it's not a ceremony, even if it's not a cleanse, even if it's not some particular special kind of healing, let me tell you, when water hits us, When water hits me under that shower, the universe is not only cleansing me through that water that's running down on my body, but it's also reminding me and allowing me to take and partake in a rebirth. Yeah. It either made sense or it didn't. It either made sense or it didn't. It allows me to be part of a rebirth. If we were to understand why we cry in the shower, we will not walk out of the shower feeling the same way and going back to the same old habits and the same old places. I want to do a live about this, but I'm going to say it. When that water hits your body, when that water hits your body under the shower, you don't know this, I don't know this, but our incarnate spirit feels like you're being born again, just like when that water broke and you were born and you were put out of your mother's womb, and the first thing that you did was cry when that water broke. First thing that you did in this life when you were born after that water broke and after they put you out of your mother's womb was cry. Water is powerful. Allow yourself to come out again. But this time you're not coming out of your mother's womb. You're coming out of a spiritual womb. You're coming out of a spiritual womb that is allowing you to experience new life, experience new way of seeing your life, experiencing new way of seeing yourself, experiencing new ways of seeing your current relationship, experiencing new ways of seeing the people around you, experiencing a new way of feeling about your family, experiencing a new way on how to approach that job, experiencing a new way as to how to look at that business you want to do, experiencing a new way of how to finish writing that book, experiencing a new way of how to get out of the current situation that you're in into a much better, prosperous, and abundant, loveful scenario. We cry in the shower because we're being born again. We cry in the shower because our inner spirit wants to release itself from that old world that brought the pain, the old world that brought the breakdown in the shower. We are being born out of that old world that broke us down in the shower. And the water on our body is a reminder that we still have an opportunity for life. That water in our body that makes us cry is a significant spiritual opportunity for us to say yes to us. Yes to me. Yes to life. Yes to a new beginning. Yes to a new opportunity. That's why after we have our cry, our big cry in the shower, something just feels like, it just feels like it escaped us. It feels like, I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. I hope this spiritual Sunday message meant something to you so that you can be encouraged. So that you can be encouraged to start new. So that you can be encouraged to give yourself a new opportunity even though you feel so blah. So that you can be encouraged to not give up so that you can be encouraged to have hope, so that you can be encouraged to see life in a different light. Can I get someone here to say, what are they encouraged about in this moment? Even though you may not have the money you need for that vision, even though you may not have all the tools in place for that vision, what is it that you are encouraged about on this spiritual Sunday? Come on now. Let's speak it into the existence. Let's speak it out into the existence already. Let's put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Speak it out into the existence. I am encouraged to stop feeling sorry about myself. I am encouraged to stop making excuses about why things are not working in my life. I am encouraged to stop procrastinating. I am encouraged to go connect with somebody on Fiverr or on Upwork or what have you to see how can they help me, do these things for the business that I want to do. I am encouraged to take a new class. I am encouraged. What are you encouraged about on this beloved Sunday? On this spiritual Sunday? What are you encouraged about? Yes. 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 Stop criticizing yourself. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it home. Bring it on. Bring it on, because I don't know who you are, but one of you need to say, I am encouraged to stop allowing myself to wait for something that God has already taken out of my life. I'm not going to sit here and continue waiting for what has been extracted out of my life. I will not sit here and continue to wait for what doesn't deserve me. What are you encouraged about on this Sunday? Call it out. Call it out. Because we need to be encouraged. To be encouraged means to have courage. And we know this. But let me just for 1 minute dive a little deeper on that, if you allow me to. To be encouraged is to have courage, yes. But to have courage is to not settle for anything that your inner spirit knows is beneath you. To have courage means you learn how to say no when no needs to be said. But to have courage also means to learn how to say yes to yourself. To learn how to embrace and stop denying yourself the opportunity and stop allowing fear to be in control. To be encouraged means that you have the courage to tell whoever needs to be told in your life in their face, no more. No more. I will not allow you to do this to me no more. Some of you need to say this, especially if you were a victim to someone that said, if it ain't with me, it ain't with nobody else. If I don't love you, nobody else is going to love you. You need to be encouraged and have the courage to step up. The courage to choose you. The courage to choose you. What are we encouraged about on this Sunday? Yes, it is. No is a complete sentence. How about I am encouraged to stop enabling the people in my life that take advantage of me? I am encouraged to stop being so angry all the time. I am encouraged to not stop living in excellence. I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged to stop allowing myself and denying myself the ability to live in full excellence. That's what I meant to say. I am encouraged to stop being the sidekick. I'm encouraged to make a decision to be a full course meal. I'm encouraged to stop accepting crumbs. Come on now. Come on. I hope it is my prayer that you see your light. It is my prayer that you see ahead. It is my prayer that you embrace a spirit of wholeness into your body. I hope you're encouraged to do the best. I hope you are encouraged to not settle for less. I hope you are encouraged to show up for you. I hope you are encouraged to give yourself a chance to life. I hope you are encouraged to get out of that place that doesn't honor you. I hope you are encouraged to embrace your divine feminine power. I hope you are encouraged to embrace your divine masculine energy. I hope you are encouraged to live fully, to live in love with yourself, to say yes to life. You deserve it. You deserve it. Regardless of what your history says to you about you, you deserve it. Regardless of what your enemy is trying to say about you, you deserve it. Regardless of how old you think you feel already, you deserve it. Regardless of how ugly that spirit of discouragement has convinced you that you are, it's a lie. You deserve it. You deserve it. Now it's time to embrace it. Now it's time to stand up for it. Now it's time to say yes. Now it's time to not take no for an answer. Now it's time for you to put your ducks in one row and embrace the best version of yourself. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. That being said, I gotta remind you that the Love Healing Ritual is right around the corner, and I promise you it's going to be powerful. And many of you know you need it because you've been under attack for a long time in your life, and you've been under a spell of discouragement for a long time, and that spirit has impeded your growth, has stood in the way of your blessings, and you're not going to allow it anymore. I hope you join me on February 27th to overcome what has been overcoming you, to kill what's been attempting to kill you, to get rid of what's trying to get rid of your vision. I hope you join me on February 27th to be able to say yes to you, to be able to clear, cleanse, heal, and get rid of those negative patterns that have been passed down to you by somebody, and it's not allowing you to see yourself in the light that you deserve. You need more information, the link is in my bio about the Love Healing Ritual. You can send me a DM so I can inform you about the payment plan, okay? But what you need to do is not allow that spirit of discouragement to discourage you into not showing up for you. I know in my heart that this is something that you need, and I'm bringing all the energies and all the reinforcements in to really allow it to be that transformation that you need. This Love Healing Ritual is about self-love. It's about embracing life. It's about saying yes. It's about cutting old cords. It's also about doing away with negative, bad soul contracts, okay, that don't serve you, okay? It's also about doing away with soul ties that have been toxic in your life and it's impeding your self-love. You know, I always say, because, you know, I want to be specific about what this healing ritual is all about. And I know that I've been saying a lot that it's not about, you know, you wanting your boyfriend back and wanting you know, your ex back, or, you know, have a crush on somebody at work. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I hope that that doesn't discourage you, because it is about love. It is indeed about love. It is indeed about self-love. And it is helpful for you to be able to manifest the quality of romantic love that you desire for yourself in your life. So in that aspect, it is about romantic love. In that aspect, it is about finding the right partner. In that aspect, it is about manifesting the quality and the level and the loving romantic life that you desire, that you deserve. It's about strengthening your current romantic life. Maybe you are with a good partner, but the communication between you two is just horrible, not good, because there are negative patterns and energies that interferes with your ability to really connect with your partner. This is also for you too as well, okay? So I needed to put that in there today so that you don't end up thinking that this is not about romantic love. It is about romantic love, right? But it's about being able to birth it through us and us, so that we can manifest it externally, so that we can uproot and get rid of things that stand in the way of you being able to manifest the right, healthy, romantic love in your life, okay? So it is about love in all the sense of the word, okay? Send me a DM if you have doubts, concerns, curiosities. Send me a DM if you want to know about the payment plan. Send me a DM if you want to know other information. All the information is there. It's in the link in my bio, and I'm available to you if you have any questions. Don't let the spirit of discouragement discourage you, because that's what it does best, so that you don't make an investment in yourself. Happy Sunday, beloveds. I love you all. I hope this particular Sunday's message was energetic, uplifting, positive, and transformational to you, your soul, and your inner spirit. Please share this live. Share it on your timeline. Share it in your stories, so that you can share this energy with others that also need to hear this message. If you're looking to make a contribution for today's message, the link is in my bio as well. You can make a donation if you want. You know, the link is in my bio, okay? Much love to each and every one of you. Be safe, be empowered, but most importantly today, be encouraged to be your very best. This is Spiritual Dr. Rafi. I love you. Over and out. There were so many messages I didn't get to read so many of them. Thank you all for being part of this today. Blessings to all of you. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for joining us today. So many beautiful messages. Thank you. Thank you. Keep working at it. You can do it. You all are beautiful souls. I thank you all for your support and for joining us today. had actually, for those of you that are still on here, I had a song that I really wanted to play for our Spiritual Sunday message today and for our healing, but Instagram has been such a, I don't want to say the word, but with music and, you know, shit, so I don't want to give them any excuses. I don't want to give them any excuses to try to shut me down. So that's why I'm not playing the songs that I would like to play on here. Because then, you know how Instagram gets. So I'm considering perhaps during our Spiritual Sunday message via Zoom. I'll just send the link out, and those of you that want to join can join our Spiritual Sunday message on Zoom so that I can play and say whatever the heck Spirit wants me to say, share, and play with any kind of restrictions, you know? But yes, encouraged to stop dwelling in the negativity. Yes. Awesomeness. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. You all are so loving. Awesomeness. Anyway, my loves, just was watching all your messages. Thank you so much for being on here with me today. Yes, I can definitely better du monde do it on YouTube live, because YouTube is not so restrictive with music. The only thing they do is they do a copyright thing where they just give the credit to whoever owns the song or the music. They give it to that person, but they don't block you and be sending you all these threatening messages about we're gonna shut you down if you keep playing, you know, all this damn bullshit. So I might just start doing Spiritual Sunday message on YouTube live. Okay. Anyway, have a blessed Sunday. Los quiero, los amo. Bendiciones para todos ustedes. Over and out.